Hey, we're glad you tuned in. I'm Marie.
And I'm Jay.
And you're watching Lunch Break.
Your favorite storytime companion to your lunch break.
Exactly.
Woo! All right. So, Marie, all these stories come from the subreddit Entitled People. And I'm sure we've all come across them in our lives. People who think they deserve more than what they actually do, or people who think their needs are above everyone else's.
Yeah. Let's go jump into it.
Mother-in-law came for a surprise holiday and demanded I get rid of my cat.
What about you rid of the mother-in-law?
Well, let's see how this story turns out.
What about that?
I'm 38, a structural engineer, and I live with my husband and our cat. My mother-in-law showed up unannounced this weekend on Friday with her suitcase, calling it a holiday. She always hated that I have a cat, but the scenario was unexpected. My mother-in-law can't stop visiting unexpectedly, uninvited. She compared my cat to termites, mold, even said if you let an animal wreck your home, how can anyone trust you to build safe structures? I've worked over decades to build my career, and she reduced all of it to an insult over my cat, a pet. This lady sounds like a treat. Yesterday night, she gave me an ultimatum that it's either me or the cat. That's an easy choice.
Cat.
If you care about this family, you'll prove it by getting rid of it. Those were her exact words. I told her the cat stays. This is my home. You don't get to walk in and decide who lives here. She screamed that I always need control and locked herself in the guest room. This morning, she left without saying a word. My husband is stuck in the middle, and I can't get past the grudge. It wasn't just her dislike of the cat, but it was her trying to tear down my work, my stability, my sense of family. She just shows up to someone else's house and thinks they can evict their pet?
Well, sometimes mother-in-law, mothers, fathers, father-in-law, brothers and sisters can be really wrong. Nobody's can take your cats. Nobody can tell you you're wrong to having pet. Just take them like behind on a neck like this and throw them away.
The mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law. No, this lady absolutely crazy. She lose her mind.
How is your husband stuck in the middle? He should be setting the boundaries with his mom and standing up for his wife.
Yeah, there is no middle. It's you both own that cat.
I mean, I understand family dynamics could be one thing, but it still doesn't give her the right to like go to your home and be like, you need to change this for me. Like, I don't even live here, but you should get rid of this cat.
Where does it come from? I can come to your house and tell you what you must do.
People are kind of getting on the husband too. The whole stuck in the middle comment. He has been conditioned from infancy that his survival depended on never challenging her, always walking on eggshells, never reacting. One can't cast aside a deeply ingrained fear. He needs therapy. Dump the dick and find a man who will stand by you.
I understand these comments. I like the first comment better because it's more open up. Like, sometimes we just love our parents and we take them as they are, accept them. But it doesn't mean they're always right. And when you have your own family, your own pet, your own wife in your own house, and someone come to you and say, hey, you know what? Get rid of your wife, get rid of your cat. I'm gonna live with you. I'm your mommy. Cut it out.
Next story.
Next story. That's make me... Oof.
Entitled guest threatened my career over pasta at a charity event. I'm a 32 female chef. I work in a restaurant, but also get hired for big events, weddings, galas, fundraisers. These jobs aren't like restaurant service. Everything is decided weeks before, the menu, portions, prep. We don't just freestyle dishes for whoever asks, because it throws off service and breaks contract. Anyway, I was running plating at a charity gala last 2 weeks ago when this woman, maybe mid-40s, tripping in designer clothes, waves me over and demands truffle pasta. It wasn't on the menu. I told her politely the menu was set and I couldn't make her something different. She didn't hesitate to get angry immediately. Told me a real chef makes what the guest wants, then added, "You're just the help with a fancy knife set. Don't act like you're above me." That one hurt more than I expected. I've been in kitchens over a decade. I've worked insane hours, burned myself, lost sleep, dealt with constant stress, and she boiled all of that down to just the help. But I bit my tongue and kept working. It seems like this story and the last story, these entitled people are attacking like the OP's like profession.
Yeah.
It's like taking what they do and just making it seem like nothing so they themselves can seem really big. You're a jerk.
Yeah, you can't do that. If you think you're a guest and you're so special and you so cool and amazing and everything. If you actually are, you never go to someone to talk that way. It's kind of rude. If you want a truffle pasta, make yourself at home. You come to someone else's event. Oosh.
She didn't stop though. She kept coming back to me during service, complaining louder each time. At one point, she cornered me, telling me I ruined the vibe and she'd make sure I never work another gala again. People actually overheard because she was raising her voice. I felt so small, like I wanted to disappear. It got heated enough that my sous chef had to step in. Thankfully, the event coordinator had my back. They told her straight up I was doing my job as contracted and she was out of line. Still, word got back to me later that she's been talking trash about me to people in that same social circle, calling me uncooperative and difficult. In our business, reputation is everything. So even though I know I did nothing wrong, it's terrifying that one entitled person can do real damage. And know what's wild? This was a charity gala. She was supposed to be there to support a cause, but lost her mind over not getting custom pasta.
I don't understand why people, and I probably never will, when people think they're not important enough and they're not loud enough and they decide to make themselves kind of interesting or important by the offend someone else with no reason. I would do on call and you lose your job. You know who's my father? Nobody's know who's your father and nobody's care. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
And what they gonna do? Don't do that.
People who know her know what she is like. Plus, they've been to events and understand how the menu works. This will not damage your reputation. OP responded, "Thank you. That's actually really reassuring to hear. I think I just panicked in the moment because it felt like she was shouting my career down in front of everyone." You're right though. Anyone who actually works with events knows how locked in the menus are. Hopefully, her words won't carry much weight. It's a really weird situation to be in, and it sucks that they put you in that position where you feel like your job might be in jeopardy. Yeah, it very much well could be, especially if she does have some influence. But unfortunately, this is just one of those times where you just have to let your work speak for itself. It seems like you handled it well, and I don't know, her.
I also think how to deal with the people like this. Just be polite, just be so sweet and let them be mad. Let them yell. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. We have a contract. I'm sorry, but I need to go to work. More you politer, the better it's gonna feel.
Parent leaves baby in her car, acts like I'm the problem. So today I saw a baby left alone in the car while I was in the grocery parking lot. I couldn't risk it. How was I supposed to know how long the baby had been in there or what could happen? So of course I called the police. She comes running out of the store when she sees them by her car, apparently located by announcing her plate over the store PA. And then she's fuming. Her excuse? My baby was asleep. I didn't want to wake him up. I was only out for 5 minutes. Yeah, sure. You never know what can happen to a baby in 5 minutes. But what really got me was the nasty look she kept giving me while the officer was reprimanding her, like somehow this was my fault. The nerve. Some people really think the world revolves around them, even when a baby's safety is at stake. Mother of the Year?
Yeah.
I know some people might be like, mind your own business, but that's just one of those things that you can't. Like a baby could get snatched up, or the baby, something could happen to the baby medically or anything. Like, don't leave your kids in the car. I don't think this is like rocket science.
I think you must say thank you. Thank you to the person who did that. It's like, yeah, I was for 5 minutes, but this person don't care about the child in a car. And they actually say, hey, there's a child in a car. Call the police. The strollers exist specifically for those shit. Be responsible. It's so good to live in a world when people actually pay attention to stuff like this.
You did the right thing. You don't get a second chance in that situation. Good job. The odds of the police arriving in less than 5 minutes is very small, as well as the time needed to get the store to page someone. Clearly been more than 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, like it's still pretty irresponsible. I mean, we're not parents yet, but if you can't manage to bring the kid into the store, then you need to find a better time to go into the store.
Totally agree.
Sounds pretty entitled to think that like you can just leave a baby, the baby will be fine. Like I have to go to the store. I didn't want to wake it up. And then like to get mad at the OP like they did something wrong. I think anyone seeing a baby in the car would feel some type of way about it.
Seeing that there's like sleeping. I don't know it's sleeping. I just see the baby in a car alone on a parking lot. Hello.
My boss tried to turn me into his kid's after school sitter. Hopefully you're getting a raise. I work as an assistant in a small office. A couple of weeks ago, my boss mentioned that his kids get out of school earlier than his wife finishes work. He asked if I'd be willing to help out occasionally by keeping an eye on them after office hours. It sounded like a one-time favor, so I said I'd think about it. Pretty quickly, occasionally turned into him asking almost every day. When I hinted at extra pay, he acted surprised and said he thought I would see it as helping the team, since I already knew his schedule and had the flexibility. He even added that it could look good for me when promotion discussions come up, since it showed I was reliable. I told him I wasn't comfortable mixing childcare into my job description. Since then, he's been polite but distant, dropping comments like, "Not everyone is willing to go above and beyond." I can't tell if he really expected me to agree or if this was just a test, but it feels unfair either way. What a dick. Talk about entitled. He thought, well, I run this office, and I think since you're my assistant, if you want a promotion, then you should watch my kids for free. I don't think she was wrong in like, hey, like, can I get some extra pay out of this? Like, are you going to pay me to do this? It's after hours. Entitled people like this, like, try to like phrase things like this way, dangling a carrot in front of someone. Like, oh, if you do this long enough, I might promote you.
You may have some kind of treat or maybe money or something, but in the end, no, he just think he's have more rights than he's actually has. Better to say no. I'm not the babysitter. I'm working in an office.
And when promotion comes, you won't get it because he needs you for childcare. Oh, that's the messed up part. They dangle promotion like a carrot when it's really just code for free labor.
He can figure it out. It's his kids, not yours. And you're not the babysitter.
If this is real, you are being used. You will not be promoted, even if qualified, because boss will want you to continue doing his childcare. If you have HR, contact them about the threats of reliable and go above and beyond. If no HR, find another job. Fast. Like, it might be time to find another job, like, and they're trying to make you feel bad about not watching the kid. It's not your responsibility. You're not getting paid, and to try to hold a promotion over your head, right? I think he's already painting the picture that this is like a go nowhere type of job. It's time to move on.
Well, Jay, today's episode pissed me off. What do you think? Let us know in a comment.
Yeah, those were some real entitled jerks. I think if anyone tried to come in here and tell us to get rid of our lovely pets, I'd be pretty mad. And if you know some entitled jerks in your life, make sure you drop that story in our subreddit, r/lunchbreak_GSP. And if your story is good, we'll share it here, discuss it, and we'll make sure we shout you out too. And Marie, if they haven't already, what should they do?
Like, comment, and subscribe on A Good Soup Production. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.